Welcome to my channel. This is Crochet with Victory, and today I'm going to show you how to make a rancher poncho. In case you've not yet subscribed, please do subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to click on a notification bell for more videos. And I'm so glad that we are going to make this. It took me, I think, something like 2 weeks, yeah, but it came out so nicely. I really loved every bit of it, and I love the color. So yeah, we are going to make it. It took something like 10 balls because I used 2 strands to make it, and that's the way it came out. Yeah, so and I'll start with the materials we need. You need I used a 4.5mm hook. Then I need the scissors. Then I need the crochet needle for seaming, and I need yarn. So I'm going to use robin yarn, and I'm using this hook. Let us begin, but before I do that, I request you to support me by subscribing to my channel, and also don't forget to click on the notification bell so that you can always be the first one to get to know whenever I upload a new video. So let's begin. I'll begin with a slip stitch. That is how I made my slip stitch. Yeah. Then after that, according to my measurements, because I want my poncho to be a little bit bigger, since it's not a top, it's not a sweater, it's a poncho. Ponchos are supposed to be a bit bigger to cover you properly, and yeah, so according to my measurements, I'm going to chain. I put on a medium size, so I'm going to make 126 chains, and that will be my, that is going to be my, like, it's going to be the width. Yes, then the length is what we are going to build after. So I'm chaining 126. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So continue like that up to 126 chains. Then I'll meet you at the end to show you what we need to do on the next row. Okay, I've reached at the end of chain 126. So we are going to the first row, and on my first row I'm going to add 1, then I'll turn my work, and I'm going to half double crochet in the next stitch, in the next chain. So this is, I'm making the first half double crochet, and I'm going to make half double crochet all across till the end. So I'm just making only half double crochets. If you don't know how to make the half double crochet, just go back and check through my old videos. You'll see that I have a video which shows how to make half double crochet for beginners. It's very easy, and any person can make it. Yeah, it's just a matter of you replaying and replaying until you get to know. So we are doing the half double crochet, half double crochet. Please make sure your chains are loose so that you can be able to crochet into them. So another half double crochet, half double crochet, half double crochet, half double crochet. So continue like that until you reach at the end. Then when you reach, I'll meet you there to show you what we need to do on the next row. So now I've reached at the end of the first row. Now what we need to do is to go to the second row, and on the second row what we are going to do is also not that hard. We are just going to continue with half double crochet, but this time they are going to be back loop. So let me show you how we do the half double crochet back loop. Now here you're going to chain 2 at the end, 1, 2, then turn your work. When you turn, you're going to do a half double crochet back loop. So what I mean when I say back loop, I want you to see this very keenly. This is where, like when you're making half double crochet, you pass it here, just in the 2 loops down under them like that. I don't know if you're seeing me here, but then for the back loop, you go behind and you see this loop, only this one is where you're supposed to pass. There are 2, leave this front one, but pass in the back loop, this one. So you're going to yarn over and go in the back loop, this one behind, then you pull the yarn and you pull through. One more time, yarn over, go in this behind loop, pull the yarn, there are 3 on the hook, then pull through them. Let me show you again. Yarn over, after yarning over, go in this behind loop, this one, I pull the yarn, you have 3 strands on the loop or loops, pull through those 3 loops. Again, yarn over, behind in this back loop, pull the yarn, 3 loops on the hook, pull through all of them, yarn over, yarn, you go down in this behind loop, pull the yarn, you have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through. Again, you yarn over, go behind this back loop, pull the yarn, you have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through all the 3. Yarn over, go into this loop, pull, you have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through. So what this back loop is going to do, it makes something like a line, it draws a line, you know, it puts that kind of a lining, or how can I call it, like a border kind. So this is how it's going to come out. If you saw the other video where I made the half double crochet, sorry, you will see that there is a difference. The other one, like it's one, like it goes on like one piece, but this one, it keeps on putting these lines. So let us continue. When I finish, I will show you how it came out, like when it's a big piece. So continue like that until you reach at the end. Then when you reach at the end, you're going to still chain 2 and turn, and still you do half double crochet the back loop. So do that for 64 rows. When you reach on the 64 row, then I'll meet you at the end to show you what we need to do. By the way, feel free to use any color you want. If you want, you can even mix in other colors. I'm planning to mix white in my poncho, so I'll show you how mine is going to come out, because it has, as you saw in the thumbnail pic, it had some white strips. So yeah, that's what I'm adding in there. Let me meet you at row 64. So I've reached at the end, and you see these are the ribs I was telling you. Yeah, it's a ribbed design. You see, when you do the half double crochet back loop, it brings this kind of designs. They are kind of strips. Now if you had I made something like which has different colors, you would see that there is a way it comes out ribbed, but with those different colors. So me, I decided to put some strips at the top and at the bottom. I don't know if you can see it properly, but this is the way it looks like. I don't know, but it has strips here and then strips down. So this is the way it looks like. Yeah. So now these were 64 rows of half double crochet back loop. Now you're going to make another panel the same as this. You start by chaining 126. Then after that you will reach the other side and you make half double crochet on the second row. Then after that you chain 2, you turn, you work, and then you do half double crochet back loop. That back loop you start it on your second row. After the first row, you first chain 126. First row you make half double crochet. Then the second row you start your half double crochet back loop. You do that until you finish the 64 rows. So after making that second panel, I'll come back here to show you how to join them, so that now we make our poncho. We have now to join the two panels. So I'm going to cut the yarn and I leave a long tail, which I'm going to fix in my crochet needle so that I can use it to sew. So after cutting the yarn, I've cut the yarn. Now I'm going to fix it here, you see, in this loop. Then I'll pull this strand to fasten it off. So I've fastened it, and this is how it looks like. Now I don't need the scissor anymore, so, and this crochet hook, so I'm putting them away. Now I have to fix this. I have to pass this in my needle, then I'll start sewing. So I'm going to start sewing, and the stitch I'm going to use, it's called the mattress stitch. It's what I'm going to use to join these. So watch me, let us begin. So just a little bit of caution: when you're joining, make sure your both panels are facing on the right side before you start sewing. The pattern we are going to use to sew is called a mattress stitch. So this stitch it doesn't show like where you joined from, it hides all that. And to take you through, I'm going to stitch here, like I'll stitch 46 stitches. I'm going to stitch them and close to make the shoulder part. Then I'm going to skip 32 stitches, which will be like the neck part, and then after I'll sew the next 46, so that I make also the shoulder for the other side. Now to start, what you need to do, we are going to pass down. I don't know if I'll be clear. You see, when you're doing this stitch, you have to pass down. You're seeing down here, like this one, there are two. It is like a V kind of stitch. It's like a V kind of stitch. So in this stitch, I'm going to pass down. You pass below that stitch. So it's not that hard. It's easy, by the way. So we are going to pass down here, and I'll pass through. Then I pull the tail or the strand like this. Sorry, I'll pull my yarn. So after that, we are supposed to go again on the other side. So I'm going still to go in the next stitch. I'll go down. You see here, it's where I'm going to go down here. Please make sure you're passing down in those V stitches, but you pass down. So we go like that, and I pull. Make sure you tighten your work so that it doesn't look crappy and all that. So now you go on the other side still in the next stitch, and you do the same thing, like you pass down like that. You pass down. Sorry if you're not seeing me properly. I don't know what happened to my camera today. So after that, still I'll go on this side and I pass down. You're seeing in the next stitch, I'm going to pass down still. Make sure you tighten your work, don't forget that, because we don't want it to look loose. Then you go in the other one and also you pass down like that. See? So it's like joining, and you can't see like even where you joined from. So this is all we are going to do. We're just going to be passing down. Yeah, you go on each side, passing down like that. Again, you go and pass down in that V stitch like that. Like that. And again, you go and pass down in the next V stitch like that. So if you know the master stitch, you can just continue and you join. It's not very hard. If you don't know, then you have to be following me so that we finish at once. So still do like that. You go across again and you go down in the V stitch. Below, you pass your needle and still you tighten like that. You go in the next one, you do the same thing. Next one. Please don't forget to count your stitches. 46 at the start, you skip 32 for the neckline. Again, you go to and finish the 46. That is all we need to do. And then I'll come back and I show you what we need to do to finish up with our rancher poncho. So let me meet you at the neckline and we do that. So now I've reached on the first part to join with the neckline, and this is how it looks like. My dear, you can't even tell that I've joined anything. I mean, you can't tell. This stitch is the best. No one can tell. You might think that I just continued just crocheting going to the other side, yet I cut and I just joined the panels, but it really looks so professional and nice. So I've counted, and this is my neckline. This is how it's going to be. I'm leaving a space here. So to go to the other side, since I'm just joining the panels, I'll not chain or do what. I'm just going to cut the yarn. I'm just going to cut the yarn, and I'll come back just to do the finishings by stitching again with the needle. So let me just tie like this, then I'll stitch it down there to make a finishing. So I've tied there. Now, as I told you, we are counting 32, and I've already marked where my 32 ends. Oh my god, I've already counted. This is where my 32 stitches end, where I've put this hook. Yes, so this is where I put the hook, where I'm going to end. So these are 32. Let me count again. It's 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 28 29 30 31 32. So I'm going to join them. I'm going to join the both sides, so that I leave this opening. This is going to be my neckline. You see, this is how it's going to be. So I'm going to be passing the head rather. So yeah, so I'm starting to join. Still I'm doing the same thing we did on the other side. Just doing the mattress stitch. Please make sure you pass below these 2 V stitches on each side. Yeah, when you finish, cross to the other side, you do the same thing, cross to this side and do the same thing, cross to this side and do the same thing. Please make sure you tighten your yarn so that your work doesn't look like someone who is a learner. So this is it. Cross to the other side, do the same below the stitch. You see where I'm passing? It's where I should pass also. Oh. So continue doing the same thing until you reach at the end, and I'll meet you there so that I show you the last thing you're supposed to do, and our poncho will be done. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and that is the way you can only support me. And another thing, we can connect on Facebook. You look for Bender Trend Clothing. It's my Facebook page. It's differentiated as 256 because there are so many with the same name. And also another thing, you can find me on Instagram, which is also Victory or Bender Trend. You can look for Bender Trend, so you can find me. And another thing, don't forget to click on the notification bell in case you want more videos, you want to learn to make more things. You also you click on a notification bell, and also leave a comment in case you need to get more tutorials about other stuff, or you're asking a question. It might be about this very tutorial, like something you want to clarify for you. It might be anything. Yeah, please feel free to leave a comment below, and I'll be glad to help you or to answer in whatever way or whatever the question is posing out for me. So let us meet at the end. So you see, we are done. This is how the rancher poncho has come out. Let me show you the neckline. You see how the neck looks like? Yeah, and I'm telling you, it's big enough. It's big enough for me. You see, this is the neck, and this is the arm. You see, so in the sides still it's open here. So it depends on you what you want. If you feel like you want to block your ends, please block them, block these sides and make it like be one piece. But don't forget you leave the armholes here. So when you're blocking it, block from here the same way we did by seaming, and you leave armhole the size you want. But I recommend the size to be a bigger arm, kind of like that. Then, and you do the same thing from the other side. If you feel like you don't want, because since it's a poncho, you can just leave it as open, and yeah, you know, it just be a design of its own. Thank you for watching my video, and let me see you in the next tutorial. Bye bye.